let's get into this read. We are yet again on with more downloads and dispatches. I know we just recently did a Pickacard. We did an Astro Trap. We did as well Sagittarius. That's awesome. We still have more to go apparently. Yeah, Spirit is very active right now. So I was going to go into members. It wouldn't start up on members. It wouldn't go live. I was going to do a bonus weekly members. So Spirit's saying not right now. And I'm going to listen. Let's jump in. We're going to do a Pickacard. I've been wanting to do this for a few days now. This has been on the back burner list. So what's going on with this separation or this pause or whatever? We're having here 7 stacks. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's start here, stack 1. Stack 1. Let's have a signifier. We have the little card unannounced. Stack 2, we have little. Stack 3, we have melting ice cream. Stack 4, we have fantasizing about you. Stack 5 is do we fit? Stack 6, drunk text messages. Thank you so much, Olivia. That's very kind. Thank you for showing up. Be here for the collective. Everybody here. I feel like a few people super chatted during the live, but I was focusing on the read. So yeah, thank you guys in advance. Can we speak? Stack 7. Is it 7? Yeah. So feel free to meditate and pick your charms. Stack 1 is unannounced. Stack 2 is little. Stack 3 is melting ice cream cones. Stack 4 is, I'm hearing the name Flowers on it. Stack 4 is fantasizing about you. Stack 5 is do we fit? Stack 6 is drunk text messages. And stack 7 is can we speak? Oh, I can like it, actually. I remember right. Do you see me when I hit the like? All right. 6 of Pentacles. Let's jump into stack 1. So, stack 1, hello, welcome. If it's your first time here, welcome to stack 1. This is unannounced. Let's get first some clues as to who you are to make sure that we're talking about the right people here. Someone's into soccer, something about the color orange. They love orange or soccer. We see a King of Cups. I feel like it could have been a hookup when you hooked up with this person. It didn't really get off to any kind of real start that was clear from the very beginning. This is what I'm getting. Was the circumstance. You find this person extremely attractive. I see that you really want it to work out. I see that they are very romantic in some ways, but they're really they're possibly a commitment folk. They're kind of like a player. If you kind of just return to center the back. If you step back and look at them, you're just okay. I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't be a player here like that. Maybe they could be very, very romantic, kind of like a model, and they're commitment folk, and you're just okay, they're a player. I hear it like that. But let's see. We got this one. I keep seeing something about soccer, so they may be a soccer fan. Get a little bit here on you. You don't want to be played, okay? And I see that you're listen. By the way, guys, we're going to get a new mic set up once Mercury goes direct. We're going to really invest in a real mic, a podcast, hopefully, situation, so that we just have crystal clear sound. And I'm not going to have to exert my voice so much because over the years, I've really had to scream, and I just don't want to do that, okay? Yeah, so look forward to that. Okay, we'll get more into these ASMR vibes maybe. Okay, so just as because right now I have to shout, and this is a much bigger space than, for instance, those of you who maybe were following like in the very, very beginning of the channel, I was literally recording in like a little room. So it was like insulated and it's much easier for the sound to bounce off. And it was on a different system as well. So, but now it's like a bigger space and I have to work harder to get my voice funneled into the mic, which is just, it's really not easy. Okay. So yeah. Compared to when you have a really good microphone. So I feel like, yeah, it's time. It is quite an investment, but I feel it's time. And thank you everyone here who does support the channel. Thank you guys for your support. So yeah, we have unannounced. Okay, let's get further. Return to center clear throat chakra. It's beyond the goal. It's been. I see something about perfume. Thank you so much. We're just, I don't even know. Just let's go that far. Return to center, Lord. It's like, thank you for the moderators who are mowing down the chat. It's like as needed. It's clear in karma season. Yeah, a lot of full activity. All right. Just return to center, let's clear it. But yeah. So let's just continue. Some of you play. Okay, who are you again? Yeah, you don't want to be played. Return to center. Let's just. Mirroring Christian, Carrie, Carly. You were trying to like relate to this person, but it was becoming like really hard over time to feel that you really had anything in common. You possibly felt used, pimped out. You felt they kind of used you. It was like a hookup. Taken advantage of. 8 of Wands, the World. Yeah. So now let's see here. Could we get your Sun, Moon, Rising? I mean, it really will depend because, yeah, King Cups. It's going to depend on obviously Western and Vedic and so many other factors. But you could be a Scorpio, you could be a Leo, you could be a Capricorn, Gemini, a Sag, a Libra. Holy shit, we have almost every card here. Taurus. Now, let's see here. Why are you on a break with this person? I'm hearing somebody is an entity, okay? The devil, I just got to say the devil there. Let's continue now. Why are you on a break or whatever with this person? They're too childish. They cannot manifest this with you right now. They're yeah, they're not, they've been eliminated from your spirit guides from this round. Okay, vibes, like, yeah, King of Wands, like, they have too much fire. They don't have balance in their birth chart. Like, they cannot manifest this with you. They could have a lot of yang. Like, they're actually, quite frankly, not, like, the most, some of you are, like, glorifying this person. You feel like they're, like, really amazing. They're really out of balance, this person. Return to sender. I feel like return to sender. They actually, it's like, return to center again. Let's clear it. They feel like you are actually better than them. How do we say it? I'm hearing they're competitive. Interesting. I was hearing that. I was hearing that when I first started this stack, and I'm hearing it here. So that is very interesting. They feel you're too good for them. All right. And I feel like they are right now, in the sense of you're doing much more shadow work than this person is. Like, you are. I just realized I had this buttoned all the way up. I'm here at Hodgkins. Okay. Oh my god. It's like, what are we scared of? I don't know. Maybe like this person changed you a bit. Like, now they changed your attention span, maybe for men or women or whatever. You're just like, I don't take seriously like when guys hit me up like that anymore. Maybe you don't want to like hook up. You don't want to hook up. I'm here in Toledo, is that Kansas, Oklahoma? That's Tulsa, Oklahoma. Toledo. I'm here in Michigan, Mission Bay as well. Okay, so let's get to the important stuff, because if there's a lot, but it's not about that. It's not about a lot. It's about what's the intention. And I feel like this person doesn't know. They don't know, like, really. They just are, like, it's like that guy who was popular in school and then he ends up growing up, he's kind of a mess. Like, I see something not for you, I'll be honest. I don't think this person is, like, Oh, he's not? Yeah, I don't think so. If I had to say, like, if I had to get you on a boat to go somewhere, um, I wouldn't put you on a boat with this person. Okay, I'll tell you that. I feel y'all are on different wavelengths. Threshold. When you're in Cambodia, like, it's the type of person you have a high school crush on, and then you grow up, and it's like, wow, it's like he's kind of bimbo-ish, looking like, or she's not really into my morals and my values. Like, yeah, just let's clear it. Um, they kind of become one of many. They become like you kind of start to see them as a sheep follower later in life. Is this resonating? Whatever. I think you're very different, and honestly, like I don't think you're very like similar in many ways. Like I don't think you have a lot in common. I feel like this would make for a lot of awkward talk if you were to like connect. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Like, is there anything here? I feel like even friendship is awkward. Page of Needles. Like I say, I'm gonna stand by that. I don't feel. I feel like I don't wouldn't put you on a boat with this person. I just wouldn't. Maybe that's a way of saying like, do we ship it? I feel like y'all are totally different. I'm hearing scales of a fish and the mane of a lion. Like, so maybe someone's a Leo, maybe you're a Pisces. It's just like, I mean, who put this couple together? Like, we can't. I mean, who styled his wizard's beard to look that long when he really doesn't have that many lifetimes other his? I don't know. Something is even maybe like when you look back, it's cheesy. It's like you look back, maybe he thought he was everything back then. It's all with respect to your perspective at that point. Like it's like looking back in the high school yearbook. It's like, oh, I thought that was really cool that whatever I was wearing back, and maybe it was, but now your perspective has changed. So yeah. Like now you're looking with your lens of today, and I feel like you've changed a lot, and this person is really not all that you, I feel, really thought they were. At least like if you met again, you'd be like, what did I think was the whole situation with you? Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Maybe they were very like, yeah, they kind of built up a name for themselves, if you know what I mean. Ace of Pentacles could have been magic, thought projection, yeah. Kind of like a famous lover, ladies' man, Don Juan, whatever, that kind of thing. It's clear. But I think like even after dating this person or whatever, you just kind of started to like lose respect for that archetype because it gave some sort of name to that reputation for you. In your mind, it was immature. Okay, you're just like I'm saying something about Hawaii. Like now I'm telling you, like you're kind of turned off. My nose is itching. Let's clear the energy, throw a shower. You're turned off by people who remind you of this person now. I feel like that's the point that it's at. I feel like you see this person alongside, like, for instance, when you think of them, you think of like 5 other people who remind you of this person as well. It's not just like them, it's like a little posse. It's like, how old are we? This is giving me like a young, running around the arcade, got a crush on you, ignored you in front of my friends kind of vibe. I mean, this is not for you, I feel like. Yeah, I see spirit here. It's over, I'm hearing that. Yeah, you're just like, I mean, look, like, you're way more mature, the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you were paying for his stuff. Anyways, I think you could do much better. I think this is not even your type. I think. Let's get a little bit more. I'm hearing the name Brianna. Maybe you're like tempted to test the theory out. Like maybe you're talking again after a long time. So I don't think you. Yeah, I think that this is something that slow down for. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that message there. Let's get into step 2. Little turn to center. I feel like that wasn't like a great reading, but whatever. That's the message I'm getting. So I hope that it does suffice. Whew. Great. I'm hearing mother. Mother. Woo. Far too many of you died. Is that how it goes? We can find her. Father, Father, for to me time. And he says, okay, hello. We can go on and on, you know, but I just think that this. Yeah. Start to. Watch some other stacks. 8 of Cups in reverse. Why are you on pause? World. Sorry, guys. I'm very tired. My throat is hurting. But I really want to get into this read, so. Why are you on pause? Annie, oh my god, that makes me think. That's okay, by the way. That makes me think of. Oh my god, for a second I thought you had Edison's road chakra. What's kind of a sacral? In the root chakra, Edison's picture, picture. And Annie, I thought of a song by Michael Jackson. What's your name again? No, that's Blink-182. What's your age? What's my age again? Whatever. What's my age? What's your age again? Annie, return to center play for chakra. What's your age again? Anyways. Yeah, no, because I was saying to Annie, because she said, okay, well. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's obvious. I don't know. Okay, let's just move on. I'm not going to second guess. I'll be honest, like, I have a very sensitive radar, so maybe remote, yeah. So it is what it is. Oh, look at this Mercury retrograde. Yes. Anybody wondering what retrograde is? This is like a full-blown example right now. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Yeah, that song. Annie. Okay. The world. So why are you separated? Oh my god. Woo! Somebody was like getting very sappy in the connection. By the way, I'm a channeler. I'm just channeling. So if you are like feeling offended, I don't know what to tell you. Because this is why we're here. So we got a channel. I'm not filtering the news, right? The world. This person, someone felt like someone got too sappy and it was too much for them and they just backed out. Right? I'm gonna tell you right now. Maybe they were the one being sappy and they backed out. Yeah. This is awkward. It's like they wrote you like 15 poems and then they like ended the ride share early. Sorry, what? Like what, an Uber driver? It's like a bit of a person who hits on you and then they end it. It's like, it's your problem. You're freaking weird. Love it, like maybe they do have like a situation, but I get like immaturity. I see that this person, I don't see responsibility with that. Like if it is maybe bipolar or something, I just see I see them like kind of just being reckless and like, yeah, ghosting, right? The world. Let's see though, because I do feel like they're kind of not. What happened with her? They got very scared. Well, they thought you were gonna get really close to them, like in ways that, yeah, they could have an addiction. They'd have to be really vulnerable. It's like they wrote those poems, like they wanted to like, yeah, um, reel you in, and then return to center. Then once they did, they realized like, holy shit. It's like when you have a fantasy and then it comes to life. It's like maybe you guys were talking online, then you met in person, and then they just started behaving very like weird. It's like they made all these promises, they hyped it up. Yeah, he could have a drinking thing, guys. This person could be possibly alcoholic. He realized that he cannot sustain like in terms of lifestyle the connection with you. So, but yeah, you were like a fantasy, and then yeah, you came to life, and he couldn't handle it. So he literally may have situations that just return to center. It's like when you come down from the high, he has things about his lifestyle that he's not proud of, and he's not ready to be brave enough to hold pride, even for his weaknesses. Okay, this person, they took the cheap and easy way out, and they just ghosted you. Sorry to say that. But they have a lot of problems, guys. This person has a lot of issues that they're issues in the context of a relationship. Anyways. Do you have a future with this person? See, maybe even this is awkward, like you bumped into them, yeah, like in an airport or something. Bye. Takes two to tango, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave it there. Let's get into stack 3. This is the most buzzkill read. Whatever. Just return it. Just release it. Whatever those little memories are, whatever the nostalgia is, just like let go of it. If this person ascended through that, what would the future be between you and them? Is it the 2 wants now? It's the 3 wants. Oh. Okay. They have karma. Okay, they have a lot of karma to give back to you. I don't see this as like a love story. I see them as needing to give you karma back. Yep. Apologies and karma. So it's more like blessings. I feel like it's more, I don't see this person like in that fairy tale love story like being your person. I feel that it's more like they would give you an apology, you know, where retribution would be there. Okay, like bringing justice upright, not running and hiding, but like acknowledgement. And so yeah, because they were putting a lot of bullshit into the relationship space and like letting it just kind of simmer there and like watch you wonder what the fuck is going on. Like this person is really problematic in life right now as a character. Okay, like they are the type of character who they cannot take care of their life right now. Okay, they're a mess. Yeah, so they are not responsible. Yeah, we can't assume that everybody in this world is like responsible when it comes to other people. We just don't even know people, right? Like when we meet somebody, we don't know like what kind of person that is until we get to know them. Some people don't get to know someone until way later in life. So if you had a little run-in with this person, like consider yourself lucky. If you had a little rendezvous, I'm even hearing that, consider yourself very lucky, because this is the type of person that, yeah, I mean, they have a lot of things going on, like many layers. So I think the part here is, and I'm hearing the moral of the story is, they have to sort of like release your good karma as well. Some of you, yeah, there's something about that. But that's not your problem. I mean, when it's time, it's time. It's like cherry on top. It's their karma melting, because it's karmic to hold on to other people's good karma. Okay, so return to center. Let's get into it further. Stacker, just let, yeah, they have a lot of entities. They could be sleeping around, drinking around. I see disturbance. Let's get into stacking. Melting ice from colors. Yeah, they could be a drinker. Anyhow, negative potions. I see something about Canada. They're not at the point to be able to admit that. Stack 3. First of all, who is this person or what's going on? Someone likes to dress like vintage style or like old school stuff, clothing with the bowling outfit, isn't it? Like little buttons down on a white, almost like Dickies pants and shirts. That's super specific. This person is like kind of chic style. Some of you, they like to wear a beret. A beret? A beret. They have a unique style. Let's return. Oh yeah, workwear. Yeah, it can be like a little bit hot topic, even for some. For some. Return center again. I thought that said June. It says Jane. I thought that said June 18th. That could be a message. It could be an outfit, but I'm seeing like something old school. Interesting. Sartorial workwear. Okay. Yeah, they like maybe patches. Like they like to sew patches onto their outfits. They are like kind of maybe skateboarder style. Something like this. I see a lot of air. A lot of air energy. Yeah, I'm looking at his outfit. Interesting. They could have some tattoos. Yeah. Death resource. Okay, so let's get further. So maybe they have an accent, like a different kind of accent. I see a lot of Aquarius and Gemini here. A lot of Gemini. Return to center to the back. Yeah, kind of like skater emo bang situation, even though. Like, hey, Jade. They could work at a bar. This person, you know, in general, number one, like they are really hard to get emotional responses from. Like they have a tough time. Speaking of emotion, this is Alex jumping up. We're playing Scorpio. Hey, Isaac, please, stop it. Don't give Alex space. He wants a space-a-roni. Thank you so much, Sage. That's very kind. Isaac, you guys, that's too high. Don't jump. Okay. Oh my God. Isaac is like, I will jump to catch my Rapunzel. I will. Isaac is humping Alex. Like, Isaac is, oh my God, he's doing this dance thing. Okay. Oh my God. Alex is like his toy tonight. Okay. But yeah, Isaac is Gemini. So I feel this person is like one of those people. I've known Gemini very well. This feels very Gemini. Like I can see this person's Gemini where they're just, it's like there's so much emotion, but then they're living life as if it's like obviously not emotional, and they're living like that's expected or it's okay. And like, it's just openly accepted. Isaac, Jade, but then they're like glazing over the fact that they're not being emotional. Does that make sense? That's partly the lovely thing about Gemini because, you know, it's a lighter energy. You're not dealing with like a manipulative, emotional Cancer in shadow. God, you know, I can get crazy right there. I'm just being very honest. I've known a lot of Cancers as well. I've known a Gemini with a Cancer moon, and I never really got like that. The conniving side of a shadow Cancer with that person. They had a lot of Gemini though, so it kind of outbalanced it. But anyhow, Gemini tends to lighten everything up. Jade is looking at me, Gemini moon. So they all have Gemini, really strong. And I have a Mars Gemini. Anywho's, the point here being, like, a Venus Gemini is enough, like, because that's also how you interact on, like, an open basis with people, is your Venus. I think all the placements are to be taken into consideration, like, also house placements. What house is the Cancer Sun in? What house is it? There's so many factors, but I would say that Venus Gemini is enough to be very Gemini, and it's like hard to relate on an emotional level to this type of person. Also, look at your own placements. Maybe, you know, yeah, like to you, that's very emotional, but it's all relative. Yeah, I just see this person really hard to open up. I see something about photography. Sometimes you wonder, like, it's kind of cold. Sometimes you even wonder, there's a mysterious side, like, am I really tight? Like, they don't like to feel vulnerable. That's just not them, like, kind of thing. Yeah, the Cancer shadow is like passive aggressive, like the height of passive aggressiveness. Nothing like a shadow Cancer. Passive aggressiveness. um, I know a lot of Cancers. I've understood how they operate over time. Is yeah, from a personal standpoint. I mean, right? So they are like very defensive, and at times, well, yeah, the crab. And but it's like they like to believe that that's not true. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. What they like that's the whole point. They want to feel that that's not true. Like I'm not being defensive. It's like it's you. Like they're defensive. Yeah. So they like to just kind of what's going on? What's oh they're moving the light. Alex was stepping on the light. Hey. I wonder if Alex is a Scorpio rising. But yeah, listen, I got a South Node of Cancer. Chill. Like I have my sun on the cusp of Cancer. I have my moon in the first house. Okay. I have a lot of Cancer I do. I have grand psychic water trines that involve Cancer, that involve Chiron in Cancer for me, that involve South Node in Cancer, that involve, yeah, I believe also my moon. Anyhow, no, that couldn't be. Well, no, it couldn't be because my moon is a Sagittarius. But however, they do connect, I think, to my water houses. No, that would be fire houses. Fire houses, yeah. Anyways, my throat chakra is giving out here. So yeah, guys, like the point is that man, they can get downright. Oh, shut up. It is so true. It's unbelievable. You literally sound like my mom right now. I'm going to be honest. My mom, I don't know if you're talking to me, by the way, but both my parents, do I need more of a resume here? Both of my parents are Cancer. And my aunt. And I've known Cancers. And yeah, there's really nothing like a Cancer shadow, love and light. No, because they're very, very defensive. They don't want to feel that, but I am talking from a standpoint, like my mom has a lot of Cancer. She's probably not wanting me to talk about that. Hey, that's not very nice. What are you saying about me? Everything, but no. Okay, but anyways, like, okay, Gigi, this is live in action. I know you've been following for some time, but I'm gonna call that shit out. All right, this is the defensive paper we're talking about, and it's only your North Node. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah. Let's continue. So now, Cancer shadow. This is reminding me of Diana. Remember that? That was Libra season. She was getting super offended. Why are you talking about Libra shadow? Like, it's my birthday. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. I had to just... Okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, Cancer can be extremely sensitive. And very, very defensive. I'm going to say it again. Okay? I'm not changing that. All right? Yeah, I'm not changing nothing. You and your North Node... You can go all the way to Santa's place, hang out with Santa Claus, and you can... What is it, Jade? Maybe he can kind of give you some gifts that will make that sour patch taste more sweet so you can smile a bit more, you know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, it's like they get sour. It's like they get literally, I'm going to be so frank, whatever, we apparently need to lose some more followers. They get like... They get like so bitchy, but they want to act like everything's okay. That's part of the whole Cancer shadow. See, Vanessa's about it, but not kick out my legs. I need some help. Anyways, we can tell the Virgo. Don't worry. I was gonna say, are you a Virgo or a Libra? Okay, but not I. Yeah, Virgo. Oh, let's continue now. Okay, so. But yeah, so like shoot, it's like, and then they want to act like, no, I don't need you to like me kind of thing. It's like, well, I never said I didn't like you. It's like they take it so seriously. It's like every little thing, like very, very seriously. So yeah, you are not your weaknesses or your fears. That's perspective. So yeah, the thing about Cancer, thank you for feeding this to me, Gigi, is that Dark Shadow, is that they really identify. Oh yeah, I mentioned my aunts and Cancer. They really identify with, and you can forget about trying to talk this through to a Cancer who's in this kind of headspace, like, you know. They usually are very much not like immediately they're defensive to this. Like they don't want to hear about those things because they are quite sensitive. I mean, so they're very sensitive. Like, they quickly shut down. They quickly shut down. Like I don't want to hear like I'm just saying this is So, but this is good because they really identify what their weakness is. Now we could go into psychology with this for hours and hours, but for the sake of simplicity, they. Yeah, but I would say it's at the detriment, and I don't know. I'm a Pisces. Both my parents are Cancer, and whenever there is like a situation, I find it very manipulative. I find it very manipulative. Oh, you have a moon. Are you a Libra rising? What's your rising, Vanessa? You seem to be handling this much better than she. Not to compare. Okay. So but they can get quite serious, and it's like maybe even to your face. Some Cancers sometimes to your face will be like, "Oh no, I love this. This is great." Like, but then in the back end, then you can feel them brooding. Like she said, "What about me?" It depends though, obviously. But in general, they I've learned to just with Cancer energy, sometimes there's just no point. It's like why should we debate it? Like you're not open, so. They can get very debatey. They love the last word type of thing. Many a Cancers I've seen that way. But anyways, you want to feel like what she said is true about me. It's like okay, calm down. Like okay, yes, the resentful aura exactly. Like just to kind of like they like to feel they're getting you back. It's like a little bit like Scorpio, but in a different way. Like they love to ignore you, make you feel like I'm not talking for every Cancer, okay? And I'm talking about silently hold grudges. I'm talking about also when you really get to know. Oh, I dated a Cancer. That's right. He was super sensitive. Listen, I'm not saying nothing about sensitivity. I'm saying the way that we handle it, because we're all sensitive. But like the way that Cancers operate a bit, I don't know. Sometimes it's just not helpful to the broader conversation. At times, like, and it makes shit dramatic sometimes, like unnecessarily. But then they act tough sometimes. It's like they're trying to act tough. Now, I'm not saying this about all Cancers, okay? And I'm saying that we all have Cancer in our chart, but this is the shadow Cancer I have found. I should go check the follower count. We just bumped this shit down. Okay, a few thousand. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe you guys, it is offensive, and maybe it needs to be. I'm not gonna hide what I feel, what my experiences have been. Okay, and I've had a lot of experience with a lot of Cancers. As a general, I'm just for interest. What are you? Do you guys have you had experience with this and you resonate with that, or it's like you can never like it depends, but like I feel like when they're really truly offended, like they never want to agree with you. Shoot, this is starting to sound like backstage real world. We're getting just kind of raw and honest here. We'll just have a little pep talk. I don't know. Sometimes it's like they like to get you back. I get like a revenge energy. At times it feels kind of evil. Oh my god. But it's back end. Like to your face, like they like to feel it's all good because like that's helpful to them. Like it's helpful to me to feel like we're on good terms. But then they like to have this secret pocket ammo. Okay, like they like to have their own little secret energy. How do we say? Well, I am talking from experience for people who have a lot of Cancer, plus obviously certain placement. So But I've seen this. Like, yeah, they don't. I've even seen these traits in myself at times. Vindicative. Right. That's exact. Oh my God, that's so Cancer. Stop. You sound like my mom. Yeah, like denial. Oof, the denial. Denial be strong. Yeah, sneaky revenge. Yeah. And the thing is, I have to like sneak back up. Like, yo, I feel like what you're thinking right now. I gotta like get back on that ish with them. You know, like, hey, yeah, because they get kind of sneaky. It's like, what are you thinking of doing? Okay, I don't know. It's like, but then they like to feel that you don't see them. That's part of it too, because they like to feel like, you know, they're in their shell, little crab cancer. But if they have any reason to like not trust you, then they, yeah, it's very much like a armored energy. But yeah, love it light. It is my south node. I can smell Cancer when I meet someone. I just know if they got Cancer in the chart somewhere prominent, especially masculine. Personally, I don't know what the point of this is. Maybe we just need to again lose some more followers. But like, yeah, I just don't know about that for myself. I just don't. Too much Cancer. I just can't. I just can't do it. With the mask, I'm just not. And I am entitled to that. Like, right. So if you're offended by that, that's the Cancer shadow we're talking about. Like, you don't need to be offended by that. Like someone else's experience. Okay. Yeah. It's like I feel like they're the type of person who will go on and on and on, depending, talking to all their friends and family. You know, so and so like said this about me. What is it, Jay? Doll? No, you have to wait. I'm working right now, doll. It's like then they want to like kind of outprove that person like behind their back. Okay, but then to their face they'll be like, yeah, kind of supportive. Okay, so anyways, let's just continue. Trouble the waves, walking sideways away from confrontation. Yeah. But you know, they have their moments, man. I feel like we gotta pump some air back in the tires here. Some Cancers, like, y'all, like, you have your lovely traits too. We all do, but yeah, it depends. Like, also, how much Cancer, Lord. It's like my dad, he's on the cusp between Cancer and Leo, but he's his own story. He has his Mars in Aries, 29 degrees. Like, Jade wants to bitch me out. He'd be channeling all your, Gigi's energy. No, I'm fine. I've done a lot of shadow work. No, I'm really okay. It's like, okay. No, yeah, like, I'm not upset. Not upset at all, actually. Did you have a Virgo moon, by the way? Virgo moon, Virgo sun. That was Vanessa. Yeah, I'll just be showing up to your lives next time, like, a bit like this. Like, I'm going to be less open with you next time. Okay, bye, Gigi. Yeah, I know. I'm good. I'm fine. Okay, it's just that energy. What? Lord. I feel like you can't joke around with Cancers in a show. Like, sometimes it gets like that, you know? No, I'm not upset. It's like, you'd be kind of upset. I don't know. Personally, I feel like... Did Alex jump into that? Oh, shit. I feel like I can't be... Here we go. What is this, Kim Kardashian show? I feel like I can't be my full Pisces self. Like, they don't bring the best out of me. I'm going to be honest, okay? It's like, we get to, you know, they're bringing out my... What did you say? It's almost like they have to be perfect sometimes. Oh, shoot. I don't know. Okay, this is my personal experience. It may not be for every Cancer, but yeah. It's like they get offended if they're not seen as perfect. It's like gold star energy. Isaac, don't jump in there after him. He needs space from you right now. That's why he's going away. Can you stop it? He needs space. No, Isaac, you're being kind of stalkerish right now. Leave Alex alone. He literally parkoured into the playpen to get away from you, Angel, right now. It's too much humping. Okay, Jacob. Jacob, I think he's acting like an erratic stalker. Oh, you okay, Alex? Holy boy. No, Isaac, you need a break. Yeah, hey, doll, I'm all right. How are you? What in the hell was that crack of thunder? Isaac! Isaac, calm down. But yeah, what were we saying? Where the heck that thunder come from? Let's clear that. Gigi be like, snap, snap. What in the evil? I'm so sorry. I've known a lot of Virgo Cancers too. Yeah, anyways. My mom, she has Mars conjunct Pluto in the 12th house. So that adds the suspicious, sneaky vibes that sometimes I pick up on, I don't know, man, this is, will we regret this once Mars and Libra is over and Mercury goes direct? Possibly. But yeah, he's here to save my reputation. Save me, the cancers. The cancers.
On it. I can only add to your library if you have an Apple Music subscription.
Yeah, maybe get easily offended. I feel like cancers get easily offended. I don't know what's going on about this, but anyways. What were we saying? Right before the thunder? Remember the thunder? Oh yeah, like they bring out this like, it's like Lord. It's like, because I can feel that vibe, like that sneaky vibe, and it's like, and then I feel it's just yeah. I'm talking. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not saying this about you guys. Like, this is not meant to be like about what you guys are like. However, personally, I just feel it feels South Node. That's the only way I can describe it, because it's my South Node sign. So I just feel like, yeah, go on, doll, I'm listening. What? Oh, it's supposed to be something funny? I didn't catch the joke. Okay. So yeah. Gigi's being mean, Alex. Look at Gigi. She's being mean. What do we do? What do we do? Anyways, let's move on. Wait, Isaac! Okay, I'm driving the car. I'm driving the car away. From the drama. Oh Lord. All right. I don't know if you can save my reputation at this point. Listen, we just got honest. What? I feel like you sniping on the down low. All right, let's just continue. Maybe this person's, yeah, we were saying they're a Gemini. Exactly, Sage. And it's like, it just irritates me because they pretend like there's nothing hiding. And it's like, no, I know like there's something there. And they use that. They use that shit as a tactic. Okay? Yeah, they send out those little thoughts and then they want you to like hit them back up and shit. It's like, no, bro, no. Like, we should have talked about it. I don't know. And then it's like, finally, sometimes when they all admit that shit, like, okay, well, you know what? Yeah. It's like, God, you brought me all the way over here again. Get through all of that again. I don't know. Personally, sometimes I'm talking about, yet again, shadow, Cancer is very irritating to me. Yeah, that. I just, yeah. So on the converse, personally, with a South Node and Cancer, like I just enjoy more like this open, you know, the open lighter energy of, I'm talking to relationships, you know, like, it's just too much. It's too heavy for me. Yeah, because it's just taking too long. Like, why are we not talking about these things anyway? Or we are, but like in a childish way, you know? Wow, we're really getting very, very, very hurt. So, now, y'all see the hate? Yo, never felt so turned on before by my very own followers. Droplet waves. 1 minute she's making us laugh, then when it's your time to incarnate as a Cancer, good luck. She put a green heart at that. Green for Grinch. I also noticed they're a bit cheap. Thank you for that. So I know, yeah, the reminder on that. Honey, we have Pisces for a reason, Arella. Okay, let's just move on. We're gonna really lose the follow. Maybe we need to. I'm sorry. Maybe I have too many South Node following. Yeah, but following on my South Node is a little too heavy. Maybe that is the case. I don't know. I'm gonna get out of this synergy though for now because it's weird. I'll be very honest. I don't like that South Node Cancer energy. Okay, I don't like it one bit, and I'm not shy to say it. Okay, I'm gonna protect myself here now. I'm gonna get my Pisces elbow pads on. Lord, it's like, but I swear, like this Cancer man that I dated, I'm gonna say it now from the perspective. Okay, I see you teaming with Gigi. Okay. If I dated this Cancer dude, he was so manipulative. Oh my god, he was so manipulative. Like he would try to like it's a campaign ad with puppy eyes. It's like, no, never mind. You know what he told me? If I'm not with you, like I'll be with nobody. It's like I really felt bad. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna be alone? Alright, let's move on. Yeah. Just return to sender. Something about Jamaica. Okay. He had Virgo too. And he had Aquarius, Leo. He was a Leo cusper. Yeah. Oh, I was saying, my dad was a cusp Cancer Leo. Yeah, no, I know. But yeah. See, that's exactly what we're talking. Gigi, you're literally telling my parents right now. Like when we get into discussions, this is literally how it goes. Well, I guess I can't talk because I'm defensive. It's like that's literally what they say. I swear. See, that's kind of the thing we're talking about. Well, I guess you're perfect, Natalie. Never mind. Like that's that energy, yo. We're so in Mars and Libra season right now. It's not even funny. It's like undercutting manipulation. Yeah, no, I'm gonna bring it down. It's like, huh? Let's have a discussion. Like, what? They're right off the rip defensive. They don't want to talk even about something here. I don't know. Maybe this is something you're dealing with. How did your dad get in the chat? My dad has a Mars in Aries though. 29 degrees. And he is a Sun cusp Leo Cancer. So it's different a bit. Cancer shadow, I don't know why we got to rip on Cancers here, but they got also that shadow can be really, really like paranoid. It can lead to major paranoia. I mean, there's a reason why, yeah, I mean, the moon, the rule by the moon. Lunatic. The shadow of the moon, okay, can be, yeah, that crazy. Now, maybe this is meant to be shadow work for someone. You know, if you're getting triggered, yeah, you need to maybe introspect and feel these deeper energies, these darker, maybe deeper energies. But yeah, maybe we'll get into this at another time. I would love to talk more about this, but I feel like right now we're in stack 3. Also, they can be very clingy. I don't know what's going on. We got to talk about it, I guess. Okay. Yeah. They make you feel bad. Oh, you don't like this? You don't like that I'm like this? It's like, God, what is your problem? Then they get like this little master plan. They go off and they want to like get you back, but like without you knowing it. They're not openly confrontational Cancers, yeah. So you need to know. Isaac, you need to calm down, dog, please. Yeah. I was about to get into the positive tree spiritually. No, we got to get this shadow work. Yeah. Spending too much time in the layover. We got to get them on the flight. Okay. Flight. Fast track. Okay. Yeah. To the future is working with those weaknesses. Like weaknesses are not negative points. Okay. Yeah. I've seen a lot of irony. Reminds me a bit of the Shadow Libra, Shadow Cancer. Maybe we'll get on tonight and talk more about the signs, like all signs. But yeah, like we'll talk about them. But yeah, Shadow Cancer can get very biting, very honestly, I'm sorry, but like oblivious. I don't know why we need to reiterate it 25 times. This is a Shadow Cancer energy. Kind of like oblivious, maybe it's very, very offensive. Well, whatever. See, I never feel this way when I'm talking about other signs. The shadow of other signs, which is, I feel, a sign. Yeah, so they get very, but I think this is important for me to talk about because my South Node is Cancer. So I need to be comfortable owning that that's South Node. And that I've had experience seeing the South Node. It's a South Node for a reason. Cancer can also rule manipulative parenting energy. Okay. Yeah. People who smother you with love, but it's like this controlling. Yeah. We got to start exposing this maybe. So, now, what else? Yeah. Cancer also, how do we say? It's kind of like they like to run in circles if they feel like you're pinning them down with something. They don't like to feel that they are being exposed to something. Like they want to feel they really don't like vulnerability. It is the ruler of the fourth house, return to sender, clear the throat chakra. Thank you, Yum Nom. Yeah. Yeah, Cancer reminds me a lot of Capricorn, Saturn. And it is interesting because they are opposing signs in the chart, right? Fourth house, 10th house. I am very Jupiterian. It's very interesting. And it's just interesting to see because my mom is also extremely Saturnian. I'm not saying anything about her. I'm just, this is coming up. Like maybe, yeah, this is a message for somebody as well. Yeah, it's just a very different energy. Jupiter is more coming from the angle of let's see, like, you know, what we can learn. Okay, Jupiter is that broad-minded energy. Cancer is like protective energy. It rules the home, the hearth. It doesn't like intruder energy, and it kind of can tend to see everyone as an intruder. Okay, I don't know. Somebody needs to hear this. This is my space. Whoa, whoa! Don't intrude on my space. We all have Cancer. Okay. Yeah, that could be very challenging. You can imagine Mars and Cancer, yeah. But I do. I have a grand psychic water trine, several. I have Chiron in Cancer. I got South Zone Cancer. I've got a lot going on with those energies. I'm very aware of that frequency, and that's why it's also important to know your birth chart. Because, you know, it's like vitamins. Maybe you don't really need more Cancer, or you don't need to have, yeah. Personally, I just can't date someone with too much Cancer. Okay, I just can't do it. It's way too karmic. I can't spend too much time around Cancer. I just can't. I don't know what in the confessional is going on, but I just, it's like an intervention. It's too much drama sometimes, you know? It's like, why are we like, it's like, and then they get into those moods. You know, I'm sure some of, yeah, the moon. Right? Yeah. So, I just, yeah. Your South Node, feel free to do a test on this. People who you meet, I'm seeing someone who's a motorcycle rider. South Node can feel very connected, but then very, very draining. Like this Cancer person that I was dating, never have I ever experienced moth to the flame like I have with him. Our connection was really intense. But he was not the one, okay? Like, in that way, what's the one? But, you know, it wasn't a healthy relationship. It was very codependent. In a lot of ways, it was, yeah, just blind. There was a lot of blind love style. Like, it was not mature. And so it's like one of those moments where you end up realizing, like, this is my South Node. I'm growing out of that energy. That's not where I'm moving towards. The hardest connections for me to break were those that sat on my North Node. No, Isaac. Those were really hard to break, and because those could be quite traumatic. I feel like my separation with the Cancer was more traumatic for him. He had his son on my South Node. But like when someone is sitting on your North Node with like 3-4 planets, which was a Capricorn that I knew, that was very hard to break away from for me. from my perspective, because in a way you feel like it's part of your future, it's part of your destiny. Like they embody traits that, yeah. Personally, like I look up to Capricorn energy a lot. Like whenever I see people, we have a lot of Capricorn. First of all, I can feel it as I can with the Cancer, but it's different. Like I see a short leather skirt. I don't know, like a black leather skirt. Isaac is going crazy. Isaac, no! He's obsessed with Alex, like the last 2 days. He goes into these moods. He just wants to, like, follow him everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I see, like, a grunge style. Maybe this person we're talking about has that side, but they're not showing you. They could be really air, but then they got that Cancer. Which is so funny because, yeah, my mom has a Venus in Cancer, a Venus in Gemini. I think her moon is in Gemini, actually. Yeah, she's on the cusp. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I would pay attention to South Node. It's important. If someone is on your South Node, it's going to feel just really hot, but then very draining. Like in that you will live that out. It's kind of Neptunian. Like you will feel like, oh my God, there's no way we're going to break up. Until you realize you're not your South Node. And it would be settling, honestly. You don't grow like you do through your North Node. Whoa, for a second, I could have sworn the door to that place was open. And there was like a stream of like arcade light. I'm getting this vibe. There's this music video. It's like this really tall Asian guy. Something Seconds of Summer or something. It's a music video. He's, yeah, just Return Sentinels. Yeah. I don't know why I also be getting some evil eye from Cancer. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's my South Node. Duh. Okay, let's just clear it. I'm over that. Okay. So what are we talking about? Now, the Devil. Guys, for some of you, I feel like this person also wants to feel kind of, they can be quite strategic. Gemini, let's talk about the shadow of Gemini now. They can be very strategic. They can be very, at times, manipulative as well. They don't like to be on the line emotionally. There's a crazy side to Gemini. See, I don't feel the same way that I do when I'm describing the shadow of Gemini. Very interesting. The thing about Gemini, and I've known a lot, again, my sister has a moon in Gemini. All my friends, my best friends throughout the years have been Geminis. Like, all of them. Except for one Sagittarius, who I was really close with. But yeah, like my best friends, like stay up late, super late, talk all night long, like friends, like they're all Geminis. Anyways, they could be biting and shit, but they won't stay mad at you. There's no way. All my Gemini friends, we always circle back to each other. Now, some of you Cancers are feeling bitter. Wow, it sounds like she likes them better than us. God, we are not here for the gold stars. It's not gold stars, guys. It's not about comparison. That's the thing about Cancer. They compare themselves a lot. What you're saying about me, what you're saying about them. Like, I'm telling you, I'm just saying it from my personal experience, okay? You can choose to experience it or agree or not, whatever. But yeah, that's just something. Okay, they like to believe that they own that debate back there. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's in the shadow of Cancer. Anyways, with Gemini, it's like quirkier. Maybe there is something, for instance, that maybe does, but no, like Gemini is, they don't take shit personally, really. They just don't. It's just not, it's like, they have other stuff to be doing. I'm just going to be very honest. Oh, boobies. I feel like y'all are hating on me. Oh, whatever. See, this is that Cancer energy. That's shadow. That's shadow. See, too much of one element is not good. When I'm around, someone has too much water, no. I cannot. It's just not good. It's like you guys start bringing out the shadow of that element with each other. I do have Gemini. I have a lot of Gemini. I have a stellium in the 3rd house with my North Node there, and I have Mars in Gemini in the 8th house, and I have a very strong Scorpio ruling the 1st. as my rising sign, which is the house of Mars. So I have I'm Pluto on the first on the ascendant. So I have a lot of Gemini too. It's quite strong. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Maybe this person has your South Node. Maybe your South Node Gemini. Give me a second, guys. I just cannot. Isaac, it sounds like he's really in distress. Yeah, the thing about Cancer is, well, sometimes they can't take a joke. That's the other side. Okay, I just accepted this is just going to be a drama show. We're just going to be doing a drama show. We've got the nice thunder backdrop. Let's get it on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like they can pretend like they take a joke, but then they go home and they like be brooding on that, you know. So if I'm here with a broom in their hand, some of you, yeah, let's just return to center living light. Also, the shadow, the mothering energy is taken very personally, like why you not liking, you know, like what I made you. Oh my God, something like this. I don't know. So is this relatable? Can any of you relate to this? Come here, Jay. Isaac, guys, what do you want to do? Aww. I can really feel guilty, which is what I feel. I feel very guilty for them. Yeah. So obviously, yeah, I have to be careful. Hey, Jay, Alex, being gentle to Isaac. I know even if he's annoying, be nice to him though. Still, please. Okay, Bobbers. So yeah, but I have since moved beyond that. Like I feel like you guys can probably tell I'm not as much as myself in Cancer or my shadow water energy. Because yeah, people with a lot of water, they can be taken advantage of by people like that. Just because somebody has water, if they're using that for the shadow, they can easily, that's narcissist empath paradigm. Some of you here, maybe with a really, really toxic Cancer, okay, who's trying to manipulate you to stick around in the relationship, trying to make you believe that this is what you want. Return to center because they're too scared, okay, to see you detach because they could be empirically connected to your energy system. That's another aspect, of the shadow Cancer, okay, where some of you maybe need to hear this, And that's kind of what I experienced with that Cancer guy. But anyways, when they really because Cancers can have a lot of fear. Like they can really operate based on fear. Like when you are like the rudimentary, like safety energy. But to them, it's emotional safety. It's like, when they feel they can get very clingy with you. Like, okay, when they feel like, you're threatening their sense of emotional, the feeling of, if you, especially Virgo, Libra, and Cancer, there's like a lot of pressure with that to be creating some sort of, it could be like a OCD thing where they want to just have this perfect little world. And then when they feel like you in some way, like they become a control freak. It can also be, like the shadow of the matriarch energy, the mother archetype that becomes smothering and overbearing and unhelpful ultimately. Okay. So, oh my Lord, they're having a threesome. But it's like 69er. Like G. Oh my God. But yeah. So where we're saying. So yeah. I don't know what we're saying. Oh yeah. Like they have a plan and a plot to like kind of keep you hostage. It's like that's the energy. Like they want to keep you kind of hostage. But they come off as very, oh no, I'm here for your good. Yeah, that's definitely shadow Cancer right there. So maybe dating someone and they're trying to enable you. Like, how do we say, they're over like giving, over loving, like we're saying, it's about balance. So if you're with someone and you're just like, what's going on? That's their so-called love language, but shadow Virgo as well. And shadow Neptune, shadow Pisces. So yes, it could be quite manipulative. And they don't want you to like, they don't, obviously they're not going to be open to talking about that. Like I've noticed that sometimes they're very open about certain topics, but then other topics they're not very open at all. Um, for instance, you know, from the very get-go of the relationship, like, you know, they like to pretend like, no, I'm not. See, the thing is that I feel like Cancer doesn't, I don't know what it is that wants to come through here, but it's almost like this unwillingness to sort of look at shadow. Like, like we're saying that. We already said that. Like, not wanting to feel that there is a shadow. It's interesting because it rules the fourth house. Anyways, we can talk about this for years and eons and centuries. Maybe we'll come back later tonight and we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about that and like other signs and like just astrology stuff in general. But yeah, because there's just like, it's interesting, but there's so much to it. I feel like we can go on. But yeah, that Cancer, real turn to center. That Cancer relationship that I was in was really like testing on myself. No, Cancer. I'm glad I had that experience. Yeah, when I did. Because that's not love. Like, someone enabling you and making you feel guilty for leaving them is not love. And that's what Cancers do. But they can't hide that as like, oh no, I have a lot of reasons as to why it is you shouldn't leave. It's like, but then what's really under all of that is this, you're just afraid to be alone, you know? It's something like that. But anyways. Every sign has shadow. All signs, yeah. I mean, Scorpio, all signs, you know, they can get into their shadow energy as well if you're not doing shadow work. So it can become very challenging to deal with that energy. But I will be very honest. Cancer, shadow, ruling the fourth house, I see, is the lowest part of the birth chart. That is kind of like an inherent new moon energy. That's kind of like an inherent shadow to, in a way, us all. Because it's our most vulnerable, where we don't really see, but we feel. So it's about honesty. Let's get into the next reading. Some of you, though, with this person, I feel like, yeah, we'll leave it there. Let's get into the next reading. Fantasizing about you. What's going on? Who is this person? They let you go randomly. They like, it was kind of rude the way they did. Some of you, this person was obsessed with you, and then they just let go. This is reminding me of a Capricorn I knew. He was so lusty. Oh my God. He owned this Italian restaurant in Manhattan, and I stopped in. I didn't know who he was, whatever. He was there. He was the owner of the place, and then he just starts chatting me up. Immediately starts just slobbering. I mean, I don't know what's with the This is a verbal diarrhea, y'all. But yeah, Spirit wants stories. So I've mentioned this before. Anyways, then he started texting me. He was extremely lusty. Anyways, shameless lust. Shadow Capricorn. He kind of looked like that. Okay, anyways, let's just continue. So he was like, fly you up to Dubai. Why don't you be my princess? I was like, So he was bringing me these balls of mozzarella for free to the table. Anyways. Oh, trust me, I didn't want to eat it after that. I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. Anyways, he was giving me like all this free appetizers and shit. So you know why I fly to Dubai very often, you know? It's like, okay. He wanted to fly me out to Dubai. He literally said that, you guys. He wanted me to be his princess, he said. Okay. Now, I thought maybe it's just because he wants me to leave him a Yelp. Oh, no. He started, like, really sexting me up. Like, he was relentless. But wait, hold on a second. This is, like, all Capricorns that I've known. Like, not all, oh my God, but some of them. Like, he was shameless. Like, you're not shy, embarrassed, like, nothing. He was just, like, so, like, he got hair down there. I mean, it was... Oh, I can never do that. Never do that. I can never do that, ever do that. But yeah. I just lost my whole appetite even just there with the mozzarella balls. Anyways, I felt very uncomfortable with that. But the Fool, the Hierophant, they really have that like horde goat energy at times. When they're really into you, They really go for it. So, but yeah, this guy, what is it? What? I don't know what's with this like negative Nancy vibe, but no, it's not negative. I'm just. This is channeling. This is helpful for someone maybe. But Capricorn, Jade's like, I object. I'm very Jupiterian. I don't want to hear about the shadow of the signs. Can we just start with a plus? Plus and all. Aw. Jade, that's called toxic positivity, doll. Just let's clear it. Just return to sender. I'm seeing about boba. Boobity boop. Yeah, but Capricorns can get a little annoying. It's like insensitive. It's a little bit like Shadow Taurus. Shoot, maybe we're just gonna end to talk about this here. We do have the Hierophant here. They don't really like. Sometimes they just. I'm saying Shadow Capricorn. They just don't really care what you want. They just don't really care what you think. It's like it doesn't matter. It's like they are applying this like CEO vibe to like situations that are just. It's just not really appropriate. Like this is between two people. So anyways, this is more like the isolated energy of Capricorn. Everybody is a mixture of all signs, whether or not you're extremely impartial to your sign, you still have all signs. So, however, yeah, like if someone were to have 5-6 planets in Capricorn, Lord, you'd be so stubborn as hell. Okay. Unless, yeah, I mean, maybe there is like, yeah, a balance to that. Yeah, it's kind of ironic, like Cancer. It's like they be complaining, like, but then they don't make the changes that they would need to make to live a more balanced life. It's like, what's with the denial? Okay, let's get further. Like they want it. I'm talking about Saturn. They like that hard knock life sometimes, like that so-called hard knock life. Saturn likes the challenges. It's like it's a little bit of excuses, Oh no, like I wish I could live that easy life. It's like you have the opportunity to do that, but you're not taking it. Very stubborn. They get into this cycle. So, what were we saying? Yeah. What the hell were we saying? Capricorn. Why does it matter so much? Capricorn? Thanks. This literally reminds me of I had another shirt like this somewhere. Since actually maybe I still have it. But yeah, I just loved it. I first yeah, so anyways, let's just get further to the Fool, the Hierophant. Your screen name with the cherries. That makes me think of the recent read we did where that person, loving like kind of pedophilic, was like type in cherry emojis and we said you needed to report them. Anyways, maybe this person's a Cap. Okay, let's just continue. This person has a lot of Aquarius and a lot of Taurus. I don't know what we were saying about Capricorn. Oh yeah, that guy. So I've known like many a Cap like that. Personally, like sometimes I find it cheesy. It's too hard-headed. It's too like clearly. I'll be very honest. This Scorpio seduction is something else. Until you figure out that most people are in the shadow of Scorpio, and then you're like, no thanks. I don't want to deal with the aftermath of that bullshit. The stinger and bringing the stinger out. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about the mystique of Pluto. Personally, I'm talking personally, that I find myself more drawn to than the Capricorn. I have been with the Capricorn, 4 planets Scorpio, 4 planet Capricorn, and I've known many Scorpios, like stellium Scorpio men. I won't call them men. Yeah. Sperm tadpole boys. Okay, but yeah, like it is the same thing the whole every time. It's the same routine every time. Like at the very beginning, the Scorpio is like extremely, extremely hot, and then they get triggered, and then they don't want. I'm saying it from my perspective, as somebody who has a lot of Scorpio on my rising, and in general a lot of Scorpio. Good night, Sage. Living light. Shoot, I should be sleeping too. But yeah, I want to. Oh, this is necessary. I mean, I'm having fun, but you guys can sleep if you want to sleep, right? Don't feel like pressured, even if you're a moderator, or whatever, you know. I have a feeling this may be like just a Mars and Libra chit chat, partly, but this can also be whoever's message this needs to be. So this could be helpful for somebody. But yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same cycle. I've never met a high vibe Scorpio who could actually sustain the connection. They always got really intimidated and then they backed out. So, but yeah. Then the Capricorn, though, it's the way it starts is very blatant. But the thing about Capricorn is that there's persistence, and that's sexy. That's a turn on. Until they're really not that person, and they're playing it up as a Cap, an immature Cap. You know, there's so many factors, though. Anyhow, let's get further with this step forward. So you're dealing with someone who just totally fell off the fucking map. Like they played it up like. Was that a train? Return to center. Just frogs off the pond. Just frogs off the pond. Yeah, he was maybe like a horn dog. He was flirting like heck. I'm here in Anaheim, Miami. Yeah, I'm here. Where are you at? It's like he was texting you, maybe leaving. Yeah, look at this. Leaving you all kinds of flirty messages. Oh, what if I break in? Like, what about that? This reminded me of that guy. Remember that Turkish guy? The Turkish Capricorn. That's what I wanted to mention as well, yeah. Kind of like his reeking of that dude. I don't know why most of my personal stories. Then I knew this guy. I don't remember his zodiac sign. There was a Taurus who was really into me. He was too headstrong. Anyways, okay. So, but he was very, they are very lusty as well, but it's like very into it. They're very into it. Like his traits I would love, but just, I don't know. Yeah. I would have loved his traits. It was a different point in time. When I met him, God, that was totally different. Yeah. He was a little older. I was in college. It was just, I just wasn't attracted to him really. Like, I mean, I don't know. Okay. So, but yeah, what were we saying? God, my God, I'm so sleepy. I feel like I'm darting all over the place. I feel like some people really want to hear these stories and some people don't. So we're just going to continue to tell these stories. So, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, Lord. Oh, this guy. Yeah. He was from Texas or something. It was a long time ago. This was like an online relationship. Before the Taurus guy, I am so tired. We were talking for a while, then we met up, and like, I would love to know his zodiac sign. I don't remember. But yeah. He was a cheater, though. I'm glad I found that out. I caught him flirting with somebody on Facebook. Okay, I'm done. That was the last of the stories, y'all. Good night, Melanie. You have another pillow. Like on her too. Yo, we really have 7 stocks, so we're gonna get through them. I promise. Okay. But yeah, I don't know his sign. He came off very loyal, but then, yeah, my spidey senses said, why don't you just check up on his Facebook? He just went to college. We were dating, and then he went after college, and I was just like, I'm feeling something. Like, it was very shadow Libra. It turned into shadow Libra. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Type of thing. Anyways. So, What else? What was I supposed to say something? Oh, you said, what sign is your twin? I don't know. I don't know his sign. I haven't interacted with him to that level and degree where I would know. However, okay, wait. Why don't you guess? Why don't you guys guess? What sign do you think, before I say what I think this person is? I'm really curious. The other day I was talking about how I was, Spirit brought attention to the twin energy. Not catalyst, but wow. Whoa. Holy shit. You all call in Virgo. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so I do think he's a Virgo. / a lot of Taurus / a lot of Sagittarius. Yeah, with some Scorpio and some Cancer in there maybe, but not too much. That's so funny you say that. You're just like Bop is a Virgo. Interesting. Yeah, I think he's a Virgo. I wish I could tell you guys so much more about this person, but I promised Spirit that I wouldn't talk about it so much. But I can't wait to talk about it. Wow. Interesting. What is it like to have a Virgo sun twin? Well, yeah. Spirit. Yeah, it's very interesting. Remember when Austin was like, "You're gonna have children before you meet your twin," and I was like, "Austin, what?" At the time, I mean, yeah, I was like fully nunning it up. You guys remember? I mean, I was technically with that Capricorn guy. I remember. I'm just gonna give into this that this is a Mars and Libra read, and then Mars is officially in Libra, and we're just gonna be. This is like a Bachelorette episode. But yeah, remember that? Let's go to the signal. Wait a sec. I've known a Virgo. I have. I had an experience with a Virgo. I've dated an Aquarius. Why am I forgetting? And why do I sound like a pimp? I feel like hearing myself. It's like I've been around bitches. I don't know what that's about. Whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to zero in. I feel like I feel like he's a Virgo. Like if I really had to come down, I feel Virgo. Maybe like a. What do you guys think his moon is? I'm gonna let you guys wouldn't it be interesting if you guys got it? Because it's funny. Because then y'all, moral of the story with Austin is that he got it right. He was like, "You're gonna have children before you meet your twin flame," and then he was like, "One of them's gonna have a lot of Gemini." Very curious. I was like, huh? It's Isaac. And then he said something about Scorpio, which is Alex. Oh, Libra moon reminds me of the Capricorn. The Capricorn I knew was traumatic, just downright traumatic. Even though I felt, I felt like, that was the saving grace for him, but it was in shadow a little bit. Like I didn't feel comfortable. He was a little too flirty for my taste. His Libra moon. It was a little flirty, and it was a little bit, for my taste, it was a little bit, a little femmy, a little bit femmy as well. I kind of felt like the man in the relationship a little bit. Talk about the Libra moon. But yeah, interesting. I'm thinking maybe this guy has a Scorpio moon. Maybe. Yeah, I just couldn't feel safe in that kind of, it just felt it just felt it was too social. I don't know. I'm not like that. I just don't like that. Venus and Scorpio is intense. Alex was Venus Scorpio. Scorpio moon is intense. Isaac and Rudolph. I have a Scorpio moon in Vedic. My Pluto is conjunct, not quite, but like it's not far off. It's in the same house as my moon in Sag, Western, that is. Isaac's looking at me like, bitch, you've been talking about yourself, girl, so long. What's going on, Isaac? You sleepy with me? No, Jade, no. Don't hump my leg. Hey, don't hump my leg. Don't hump my leg, Jade. Stop it. I have a Venus in Aries. So the first thing I noticed about, I'll say this about this person, was his aura. I see a lot of Leo as well. He would be a Leo, right? Like he's just like Isaac, his aura. It was just like so bright. Like I never experienced that with nobody ever in my life. To see such a bright aura like that in person. Maybe an Aries rising. Yeah, maybe an Aries rising. Yeah. For a second, I thought you said Aries. I was going to say, oh yeah, Cap with Aries, that would intimidate a lot. What is under? What is that? I don't know what they've been doing together. Jade, no. Like, I feel like, yeah, he's got to have some strong Aries. I'm quite attracted to Aries energy. I found myself to be quite intimidated by Aries women for whatever reason. But it's a very energizing energy. I like Aries a lot. Personally. I feel like he might be an Aries rising. Or a Leo rising. Or maybe he has a sun on the rising anyways. Either way, that was what I first noticed about this person, was their aura. And he looked like Isaac. What, doll? What? But then, yeah, I do get, like, strong Scorpio. You know that energy, like, when you meet someone and you feel like you can kind of see each other, like, in this way of, like no masks? And it's, like, a little bit awkward. It feels, like, a little awkward and, like, vulnerable. It's kind of how it was as well. But yeah, anywho, maybe we'll come back on and we'll do like just a chit chat. Okay, Isaac. I'm almost done, doll. I'm almost done. Okay, and then we'll see the time. So yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm really curious. Feel free to write your predictions. I just found that so interesting. I don't want to dox location, but you guys, I was doing that dance again on his hind feet. Oh my Lord, I can't. I cannot say no. I said, why do you behave like we're in a circus? Get my attention. No, I don't do that. All right, guys. Okay. No, what is all this sticky stuff? I don't know what are you guys doing? No, maybe they just did some saliva. So yeah, but I just found it so interesting because I thought back and I was like, oh my god, Austin predicted that. I was thinking, who's this Gemini? Super curious, and Scorpio. But I don't remember what he said about the twin flame themselves. I think he was reading on, I don't remember. But yeah. But yeah, you guys let me know. Feel free to, maybe there'll be an opportunity to predict. Whatever, please. Alright, guys. Spirit spelled out all of the details of our whole situation, like in a read that I did 4 years ago. At the time, I was like, this is someone else's story, I guess. It was a twin flame, pick a card. It was a twin flame, yeah. Anyways. The Hierophant, the Fool. Yeah, guys, so this person just ghosted. I mean, they could maybe be like a cat, a shadow cat. Yeah, Aquarius. I thought that said celebrities. I don't think they have the attention span. I'll be very honest. To be with you for the long haul, like this person doesn't have that in them. Maybe they're just not about that long-term relationship. What angel? Okay, guys, let me see what Isaac wants. I'm just gonna like listen to him. He's doing this Heimlich thing. What angel? I love it when you do that. Kobe is so cute. Look at your back with the lava. Jade, why are you humping my leg? Can you stop it? What? What? You want to just relax? You want to just sleep? It's time to relax. You want to just relax? Jade, stop it. Okay? Stop that. Stop it. Don't do that. No. Leave it. Down. What's going on? Calm down. Calm down. No. No. Don't do that. Guys, maybe we'll do this from like the bed. I feel like they want to like rest, so maybe I'll go over to the bed. Oh, be careful, Isaac, for your back. Wait, sleepy time. Okay. Guys, we're going to take this over to the bed, okay? I'm going to come back on a part 2, and I'll just, like, start it there. Ow, Jade! Stop it. I said don't do that. That hurts. Don't hump my leg. We're going to go over to the bed. See you there, part 2.